Hi Jane, hi Chris. My name's Brittany. I live in Kaysville, Utah. I saw your post about wanting to hire a nanny and I thought I'd put my hat in the ring. Is that the saying? I don't know. I'm currently a preschool teacher at Challenger School, but I've kind of been wanting to get back into the nanny world. I was a nanny I'm 29 and I've been a nanny kind of on and off since high school. And I love it, and I'll send you my resume obviously and you'll read all about that, but yeah, so I thought I'd send my video. Okay, answering your questions. I wrote them down obviously because I'm using my phone. Okay, can you share a specific experience where you went above and beyond to support a child's emotional and developmental needs? I love this question. I think supporting children's emotions and development obviously is very important. To give like a specific example of like their emotional well-being, in my preschool, my class right now, they're all 3 and 4, and right now there's a lot of like people questioning who their friends are. Like if one girl doesn't sit by her friend at lunch, the one girl doesn't think that she wants to be her friend anymore. And for me, that's something that I don't let slide. I'm like, okay, let's talk about it. Just because they don't want to sit here at lunch, that doesn't mean they don't want to be your friend. They're still your friend. They want to make more friends, so we can sit by someone else today, and that doesn't mean they're not your friend anymore. You can still be friends with them. And that doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but it happens all the time. And whenever a child is like questioning their self-worth, or if they say they're naughty, that's something that I just need to nip in the bud, because I think it's so important for kids to have that self-worth and to know that they are a great person, even if, you know, someone doesn't want to sit by them anymore or something like that. Okay, question number 2. What is your approach to discipline, and how do you communicate that to children in a loving way? Okay, I see discipline as just teaching them how to regulate their emotions and their behavior. I do it I try to be very like loving when I discipline. I think that's really important, to make sure that they know that like, hey, that you made a mistake that has nothing to do with you. Like, I'm an adult and I make mistakes every day, but I'm trying to help you figure out how to not make that mistake anymore. For an example, we have like, if someone hit another friend, say, okay, what happened? Like, and they'll tell me what happened and say, is that okay? Does that, like, are they gonna want to play with you if you're hitting them? No. And like, work through it. And obviously just like in a stern way, but a loving way, to know that like they can't do that, but also at the same time it's not like a character flaw to make a mistake, you know. And then I always end it with a hug because I think that's important. But also I do think like timeout, or like if you need to take something away, like obviously everyone disciplines a little differently, and I'll do it like, if I am your nanny, I will abide by your style. But just, I always end it like making sure we talk about it through, and like they know why maybe they had timeout or something like that, and then know that it's not like a character flaw. It's not like they're not bad. It's just, we're all still learning, right? Okay, last, describe a time you had to multitask while watching kids. Okay, well, when I nanny, multitasking, whenever I nanny, I like, my sole focus is the kids, obviously, like, so that's why you want a nanny, is to be with kids. But like when cooking or like driving, that's a big one. Multitasking, I normally, like, if I have to like cook them dinner, and they're playing Play-Doh or drawing or like watching a show, I'll always make sure I'm like talking to them while I'm doing that, just so like they know I'm there, I know they're there, just so that we have that like back and forth, just like to check in with each other so they know and that I know that they're okay. But just so you know, I'm the kind of nanny where like your children will always be in my sight. Like, they're never going to be out of my sight. I'm not going to be there 100%. That's very important to me. Okay, so that's all the questions. I'll send my resume also, and yeah. I also just have to say, I love your content. It always brings a smile to my face, a laugh to my day, and I just think you guys are just such lovely, special people, and yeah, I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, bye.